Hey guys, welcome back to the Wherever Comes to My podcast. I'm Heaven.
I'm Rex.
And today we're going to talk about kids' sports and what the shit they do. So, the first question would be, what age should kids start playing sports?
To be honest, I feel like when I seen that, like, that was like one of the questions, it made me think about like Bronny and stuff like that. You know how he was like, what happened? Did he have a heart attack, or was he in went into cardiac arrest?
Yeah, he went into cardiac arrest, but that was technically while he was in college, because it was like the summer he graduated.
Yeah, but my thing is, when you see people like that, like younger, having heart attacks at like an earlier age and stuff like that, it's because they're overtraining. They're putting too much strain on their hearts.
Yeah.
From a young age, you know what I mean?
And the human body's not supposed to.
You're not meant to be competing at 6 years old.
Yeah, because let's say you're a high level athlete and you've been playing the sport since you were like 6, and like they retire at 36. I mean, that's 30 years of hard training in a row.
On top of that, you're at a young age. You don't have the capabilities to like recover properly.
Yeah.
Like how LeBron be going into them, what is
cryo
it?
chambers.
Yeah, them cryo chambers and stuff like that.
What Goku and Vegeta went into to train.
Yeah, like when you're so young, you can't take ice baths because your body isn't like properly thermoregulating itself. Like
you haven't your body can't basically re-homeostasis itself every day like how the adult body can.
So, but I also think that it does make more sports more interesting because people are getting so much better.
It's such like the things that the 8-year-olds can do today, they couldn't even think about doing 10 years ago. So for the product of sports, it makes sports better, and it's more inclusive now because they can play younger, and like it allows the game to grow. Because what's stuff that they couldn't learn today were 18 now, the twins, they get that at 12. So it progresses the game way faster. But then I think
now there's like middle schoolers that would probably cook the NBA when it first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The plumbers of 1946.
Yeah.
So, but also you also have to think about the fact that the injuries that they have, like, why are you 13 with an ACL tear?
Yeah.
And it's like, well, because you're playing sports and the injuries happen. But it's like the injuries that you're having at this age are not.
Yeah, you shouldn't be in middle school having stress fractures on your leg.
Yeah. Shin splits.
Yeah, because that's how you know you're putting way too much strain on your body. And on top of that, you're in like your growing phase of your body. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're
putting this much strain on it, and plus you're growing. Your body can't keep up.
Yeah, when I see like middle school boys become like quote unquote weightlifters, I'm like, you do not do that yet, because you might, like, some people have just like workout like more fit bodies naturally, so you could probably get closer to where you want to go if you like let yourself keep growing and then start working out, see what your body actually looks like first.
Like when you see there's like I feel like there's a fine line between training yourself too much at a young age, and then also just playing basketball just to play basketball. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, even if you don't think you're overtraining, your body will let you know.
Yeah.
If something, your body will always let you know if you're doing too much with it, in one way or another.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. And like when I see 6-year-olds playing football, I'll be like, this is why you don't know how to spell and read or write.
Yeah.
Because you're playing football. You have baby CTE. You have prepubescent CTE.
But imagine that, bro. Your bones are not even like fully developed. Your brain is definitely not fully developed. You get hit the wrong way once, bro,
and that ruins your whole entire life.
That's why they got flag football and shit like that, like different variations to make it safer for kids.
I think kids should play flag football, and they need to teach proper tackling techniques. Why are you going
shoulder to fucking helmet?
Yeah,
like. Immediately.
But
also, I feel like a bad part of like kids sports too is referees.
Yeah,
because like referees will not do their job properly.
Yeah, And I also think the rules around kids refereeing needs to be different.
Yeah.
And how
fouls need to be way
stricter.
Yeah. You gotta call foul on damn near everything to make sure they don't get
injured,
hurt.
Yeah, and so a good age, I would say, if you're just playing for fun, I definitely want my 6-year-old to play basketball or play soccer.
Yeah.
Cause it's cute, it's fun. The little, what's it called? The little league with the t-ball.
Yeah. I mean, it just helps. It helps keep you healthy, you know. But I don't want you to train.
Friends.
Yeah, I don't want you to train like a professional.
Yeah. You don't really need to train, cause you're 6. Everyone else is 6 too. They're not that good.
Yeah, if you do team training, then yeah, you know what I mean.
Obviously, yeah, you're going to practice. You're gonna do your little
training.
Yeah, wherever they train, however they train 6-year-olds, but
they do laps around the gym.
Yeah. So, speaking of kids' sports, how do you feel about participation trophies? Well,
I think
okay. Participation trophies, but also, don't you know, when little kids play sports, everyone's a winner.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about that? And also participation trophies.
I mean, I think it depends because, as kids, there should be a cutoff again at the age. And
it also depends on what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you were in the math decaline, the fact that you were in it deserves some recognition.
Yeah.
So if it's upper echelon stuff, then participation matters. But my problem
because it helps you. It's motivation to keep going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that only works I feel with kids. If I get a participation trophy, but I know I just lost a game,
and it also
I'm still gonna be mad.
Yeah,
that
I just lost. But I don't. It's just sometimes participation trophies build a sense of entitlement in young kids. Because well, I did it. Where's my trophy? Everyone's not a winner, and it also makes them feel like they don't have to work as hard because they're gonna get something regardless.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't think that that's the right motto they should have.
We should just be glad that we're here, type shit.
Yeah, and there's certain things that's cool, but that's not how it works in sports.
Yeah, you either get the NBA championship or you go home.
In NFL, there's one winner and 31 losers.
Yeah.
Everyone else lost, and that's okay.
Yeah.
But you shouldn't just feel because you did something, you deserve a trophy.
Yeah, if there was a second place Super Bowl trophy.
Yeah. The Cancun Olympics.
Yeah. Then they'd be
then what was the point of watching the first one?
Yeah, what was the point of watching the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel at little kid age, you should have some type of incentive to keep going because it brings attraction towards that sport. You know what I mean? Oh, I got this. I did so good type stuff. But
yeah.
At a middle school age, I feel then you gotta learn that
at 12, at 12, you're able to understand that I wasn't good enough. In the sports, you will get better if you keep working hard.
Mm-hmm.
And this is not some unobtainable obstacle to be better.
Yeah.
And so I think that just helps you. And so what do you think the benefits of kids sports are for the kid and or for the people around the kid?
I think building a sense of competition and stuff like that is important in people because it helps you build your drive. You know what I mean?
Yep.
To recognize winning and realize what success means for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
it also helps you understand that losing isn't the end of the world.
Yeah.
Because when you lose a game and then you go out with your family after, imagine the first time you ever lost something was we don't remember the first time we ever got hurt or anything.
Yeah. Because it's happened so many times since.
Yeah. And it's not that important. Our life has carried on.
Moved on, yeah.
So it helps you understand that this loss isn't everything. So every time something bad happens, you don't have to overreact.
True.
And it helps you build a sense of community. Or if you're an only child, you playing your little football team. It's now you have a brotherhood,
mm-hmm.
and the coaches. I think the coaches are Like, they got to help understand, like, courage, honestly. Like, they help you become better people.
Yeah, but then there's, like, levels to it. Because then people become overly competitive. And then you see shit like Draymond Green. like he is competitive to the point where it's, like, aggressive. You know what I mean? And then he's, like, hurting people. Like, actually hurting people.
Level 899 crash out. But that's also...
I feel like
that's also his CTE.
Yeah, that could be it as well. But I'm saying, like, that you have to have the right level of competitiveness where it's like you know how to set, like, your goal for yourself and how to work towards that goal without, like, letting anything else, like, bring you down. You know what I mean? Because that's what like, competitiveness is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you have a goal and you're not going to stop till you get that.
Yeah, it's like, it's the obsession with getting your goal. And that's why, like, KD is so good at basketball. No wife, no haircut.
He
kids,
don't got nothing but basketball.
And that's why he's so good. But I definitely think it's, like, finding a work-life balance.
Yeah.
Because when it's basketball, like, I think why a lot of professional athletes struggle so much in retirement, it's not because of the money. It's because since they were 6 years old, the only thing they've been trying to do is dribble the basketball.
Yeah.
And their career stops abruptly to them. Like for us, we've been watching you for 20 years.
Yeah.
But it feels just like one day, this is my dream, and I don't have any other career path. So.
Yeah, they don't think about the legacy they left behind because it doesn't matter anymore. You still got to think about, like, how you gonna get your next check.
Yeah. Or even they don't have a, like, what is their reason now? Like, before it was, okay, I'm gonna start playing basketball. My big brother play. Okay, now I want to make this team. Now I want to make this team, win the championship. But once they do all of that, like, that, sometimes they struggle to find purpose. And you see that a lot. Even
that makes sense. But,
like, think about Tom Brady. He retired, came back, and then
because he doesn't know what else to do.
Yeah, somebody said he wasn't even playing for the love of the game. He was playing for the hate of family. After a certain point, because there's nothing else for him to do.
That's so key facts, though. Like, I feel like you can even see that. Like, you know, he can't play to his, like, actual ability because his body just won't let him. He's old now. But
it's like every time he broadcasts a game, you can see that he wants to play. Like, the way he breaks it down. And it's the same with probably, like, every professional athlete until they know that they can't. Because he can still play football. Mm-hmm. He still
just not at the elite level.
Yeah. And it's like when LeBron retires, that's probably because he can still play basketball.
Yeah.
Big three. All the type of basketball. Mm-hmm. But they just know that they think they could be doing it better. And we saw them do it better previously. But they can't. What do you think? Why do you think a lot of kids stop playing sports? That's not right.
Low-key, I feel like one of the reasons, because there's many reasons people stop playing sports. Some people just get, like, overtrained and burnt out. You know what I mean? But I think coaches ruin the game for a lot of people.
Yeah, coaches. When coaches, first off, sometimes they don't understand that this is not the finals.
Yeah.
This is actually my 6th grade basketball team.
Yeah. Like,
and parents trying to live vicariously through their children always ends up badly.
Yeah. Because they'll never be able
to... Like the mom on Mean Girls.
Yeah. Literally, bro. Because then you're molding them into something that they aren't naturally. You know what I mean?
It's crazy. You're molding them into something even you couldn't become. So,
yeah.
How do you even know that that's possible to be?
Yeah.
If you can be it.
But with coaches, I feel like coaches, like, they don't, like, really... They kind of, like, become insensitive to their players. Like, right. they don't think of them as, like, people with feelings, but people with, like, skills.
Right.
You know what I mean? So they only think about you with your traits and stuff like that. And then become, like, insensitive with the things they say. So they'll be like... They'll be like, you better make that shot.
Yeah.
Even though your mom just died, like, yesterday, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And they also, the things that they say, they be like, he would have made this, she would have made that. She not on the court.
Yeah. You don't know if they would have made it or not.
Yeah. Or when they be like, this is unacceptable. Or the one thing I heard my coach say, they wanted it more. They were bigger, faster, stronger. I think we wanted it the same.
Yeah. Like, I understand that to a degree, but you also have to, like, realize, like, coaching schemes aren't going to work for everybody. You know what I mean?
You can't out-scheme 6'5".
That's what I'm saying. You have to play to your strength and hope you do the best you can.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's not like for example, you can't run Phil Jackson's defense if you have a team of if you have a team of 5'3" white people.
Yeah.
It's just not gonna work.
It's also so Anthony Edwards, he played for like the Team USA Olympics team, and Steve Kerr, who played for Phil Jackson, said that even Dwayne Wade came off the bench for Kobe. And Anthony Edwards like, we don't got Kobe. Well, I'm coming off the bench. So it's like, you saying stuff that, like, coach's rhetoric don't really make sense for the context of what's happening.
That's true. Like, I understand what he's saying, but that was a completely different case.
Yeah.
Who did he come off the bench for?
Dwayne Wade in the 2008 Redeem team came off the bench for Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, but who was Ant coming off the bench for?
Austin Reeves.
Oh, my God. So he was comparing Austin Reeves to Kobe?
He was saying Anthony Edwards, as the star player that he is, it's okay for him to come off the bench. But Austin Reeves is not Kobe. So in that...
Austin Reeves does not deserve a starting spot over... Kobe deserved a starting spot over D-Wade, like, because he proved that he was Kobe.
Yeah.
But that doesn't, like... I see what he's doing there with that, like... With that whole, like, phrase, like, that whole little...
Yeah.
That gimmick, but
yeah, but the thing was, people accepted that Kobe Bryant was better than Dwayne Wade. Austin Reeves being better than Anthony Edwards has never, ever
won't be accepted, and it never will be accepted. Like, that shit is just, like, absolutely...
It's dog water.
Left field, terrible take, hot take.
So, don't you know when parents are their coaches?
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I feel like I've seen so many TikToks and memes about, like, the boss's son type shit.
Yeah, like, when your parents become the coach, I think that just permeates the horrible relationship. Because so don't you know, because you can yell at your kid. So be like, it's a loose ball on the floor.
Go get that shit
Your kid on the bench. And then he like, why you didn't get it? Because you can't yell at the other people's kids. But you can yell at your son. So it's like all those stuff that you trying to say to them, you said to your son.
Yeah. But that builds that's just bias. Like you could tell how that would build bias in that.
Yeah, it's either a negative or a positive bias, and both of them are bad for different reasons. Like,
I mean, for a team dynamic, of course, you're not supposed, like, ideally there is no bias involved, but that just makes it known that there's a bias. Like, you know what I mean?
Even if somehow he could be objective. Yeah. I'm gonna say if he get one more minute or she get one more minute to me, it's because you her daughter.
Yeah.
It don't even.
You could say like, if there's a star player on your team, right? But your coach doesn't say like they like them more. Even you could tell, like, maybe they get more minutes, maybe they didn't perform the best.
But they still in the game.
But they still in the game, and then you could like speculate that there's a bias. But when it's their son, that's how you know it's definitely something going on.
And the son could be the best player on the team, but the moment if that son getting more minutes than my son, you know what I'm saying? Why? It's the coach's kid. It don't matter.
I mean, bro, we even do that at school. Like, I got an F on my test because my teacher don't like me. I told that shit to my parents so many times, bro. That's like...
Okay, yeah, I feel, but everybody else got a bad grade, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Okay, guys, we have so on the Whatever Comes to Mind podcast, well, our brand, we say our opinions, but we also try to spread awareness to things. So Rex has our facts. It's about, tell them about our person.
Our person today, our random fact of the day, is Stokely Carmichael, Black Power. And I'll read a little infographic that we posted on our Instagram.
Yep, you can find it on our Instagram.
Stokely Carmichael, also known as Kwame Ture, after he adopted an African name later in life, was a prominent civil rights activist in the United States. He was a leader in the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, SNCC, and later became the chairman of the Black Panther Party. Carmichael advocated for Black power, self-defense, and Pan-Africanism, playing a significant role in the civil rights movement of the 1960s. And a quote from him: The secret of is to have no fear. It's the only way to function. Yeah. I think we might have a little typo.
The secret of life is to have no fear.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. It's more on the infographic on the right side.
Okay. Okay. He was the key organizer to the Freedom Rides and participated in voter registration drives in the South. He traveled extensively, speaking out against colonialism, apartheid, and imperialism in Africa and around the world. After moving to, is it New Guinea?
New Guinea.
New Guinea, yeah. In 1969, Ture continued his activism supporting liberation movements across Africa and speaking out against injustice until his death.
Yep, and that's our one fun fact of the day. Have a nice one, y'all. And as always, if you disagree with us, you're wrong.